A decade ago, we got Daniel and the cooler Daniel. On last year, we got Dan Heng and cooler Dan Heng. And today, we got Anby and the Big Mac Anby, cause they just buffed her cheeseburger into Big Mac. So we are getting S-Rank Anby before we get the GTA 6. Not only she wields swords, she also wields 2 of them, changing her color palette into orange while maintaining her identity. With this golden scientific ratio between her sock and her short, in my opinion, this part represent 90% of Anby's identity, and the rest are just not as important. I'm just joking anyway. So her faction is unknown on the official release, but also at the same time, on her CN website, it was actually listed as Albo Squad, but they changed it back to faction unknown. So obviously it's an oopsie from the CN side. I don't know that she's Anby. I was like, oh, is this like some kind of fan art or something? But I didn't really click into it up until some other YouTubers makes videos about it, because at the first glance, I think she seems a little bit over-designed, that I don't think she belongs to the world of Zenless Zone Zero. And I think it has a lot to do with her accessories, like the star on her head, the badges on her shoulder, and the wing accessories on her belt, which shares the same shape with the accessories that Evelyn is wearing. So I think we could guess that Evelyn was from the Obo Squad, but still, I do still really think that Anby's design doesn't really fit in with the Soldier 11 and the Trigger, which is the characters that just announced today. So Trigger is a character that appears in the Soldier 11 story by supporting her from the longer range, and we could see that she covers her eyes with the goggles, and I shit you not, when she used her ultimate, she gonna took it off, and she may shoot the laser out of her eyes or maybe her tit, I don't know man, but it's gonna look cool if she takes it off. And obviously her weapon is not only just sniper rifle, but also a claymore, a huge ass claymore. I think her design looks pretty clean and matches with the Soldier 11, which she also has clean design. And Anby's design just looks so different from them to be in the same faction. And one thing I might want to speculate is that Anby might be hired by Obo Squad from the area that is not released yet in the game. I wouldn't expect that they would came up with another electric attackers and a stunner, which their counterpart is definitely Halumasa and QingYi. I was thinking about making a videos about how QingYi's pool value is going up for the Anby's release, just to see that Trigger being another stunner. But hey, double stunner is not something that is unheard of, so we could expect double stunner team comp with Anby, with Trigger and QingYi, and I think Trigger as a sniper, I think we could realistically expect that she could deal stun off-field while buffing the stun capability the on-field characters like QingYi or Lighter. And I think it might be too early to tell that QingYi will lose her value from releasing the Trigger. Man, her name is releasing the triggers. But I think as long as Trigger is a burst stunner like Anby or an off-field stunner, she would synergize with QingYi just fine. Apparently when I look into other Trigger's videos, it seems like Trigger is a he, not a she, judging from the note from the early concept art. And Trigger's eyes is infected by the ethereal matters, and it seems like it could see the weakness of the enemy, so it seems like her kit would be revolving around debuffing. Anyway, Trigger's gender is just unclear. They might change it on the last minute, or they just keep her gender mysterious. But I think I would just call Trigger a she based off the official art. And you could see that from the size of her shoulder. I'm not gonna lie, she looks hotter from the back than her front. So next is Palchra. So Palchra needs no introduction. She's basically Bernice bitches, I mean her kitties, and she doesn't like her tail catching fire, and probably a good news to the furry. But something that I have noticed from the Son of Caledon faction is that pretty much everyone in this faction has very high usage rate, especially units like Lucy, Bernice, and Caesar are the most used characters. Even Mindscape 6 Piper, her power levels is as comparable as the Jane though, and Lighter being the best stunner in the fire and ice team. So I think we could anticipate some unique playstyle from the long range stunner, like both Palchra and the trigger. And I think we could already see her animation in the boss fight between Bernice and her. And I think we could expect that Piper, Lucy, and Palchra is gonna be the strongest free-to-play team. And I bet some furry will came out with solo Palchra Endless Tower 100th floor no hit challenge. I think I will absolutely get the Silver Soldier Anby cause I really like dual wielding style characters. And for Trigger, I might wanna make decision after I see her mechanics. Anyway, I'm pretty excited with the release. And see ya guys.